Welcome back to the Chambers Radio Hour. This is Ed Dwyer of Dwyer Advisory. It was just really wonderful, wasn't it? Scott, just talking to Dave Chatterton and Kim Jones, and it really are two great stories of how the Chamber really comes to life in the community, why we do this show, because I'm thinking probably people didn't know about either one of those kind of circumstances around what's going on with autism awareness, around Pitch Factory, and much more to talk about. So I'm going to turn it over to you and Aliyah right now, because looking a little bit backward about what happened over the last month since our last show. Big things have occurred, and then also some other things going on with the Chamber.
Yeah, thanks, Ed. I appreciate that. You know, it's always great to highlight Chamber members and to see the success, especially with Kim and Pitch Factory. Man, what a great story.
So fun. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. It just always excited to see the success that people have. And another one I want to point out that we just learned about last week, we've got a member that's Code Ninja. Code Ninja does some fantastic work with students age 7 to 14. They have a coding program that really focuses on STEM and STEM education. Well, here in St. Johns County, Sydney Clark was recognized as the 2024 Center Director of the Year by Code Ninjas. Now, that's a great award and a great recognition. What makes it even more exciting is this was first place out of 340 franchises across the U.S., the U.K., and Canada. So it really highlights their level of success and her level of success in working with our local students. You know, when you talk to educators, and my wife is a retired educator and my son is an educator, he's third generation, right? So we've been a family of educators, and constantly now what is pushed and what is focused is that STEM education. How can you set yourself apart? And that is one of those ways. Certainly coding is the way of the future, but what's interesting about Code Ninjas is working with those students 7 to 14. It's not just teaching the coding, right? It is teaching them teamwork through like robotics programs and robotics competitions. It is teaching logic, how to solve problems that come up day to day, and learning that thought process of critical thinking and problem solving skills, and then being able to present that out. So, you know, I worked in workforce development for years, and what's always been interesting is the top 4 things employers look for never change: oral communication skills, written communication skills, problem-solving skills, and time management skills. And Code Ninjas reinforces all of those in these students. So it's really exciting to see, and we certainly congratulate Sydney Clark on that award. Being number 1 out of 340 franchises is tremendous.
That's amazing. Yeah. Very cool.
Another great, this has been a week of great things happening, but last week we had a group of 50 citizens that loaded a bus and traveled to Tallahassee to show support for Senate Bill 466, which secures the St. Johns County as the location for the Black History Museum. The Committee of Community Affairs met, and they voted 7-0 to push that bill forward out of committee. Senator Tom Leake was the author of that bill and the backer of that, and we certainly appreciate all of his support. This is going to be a great accomplishment for St. Johns County, and everyone is very excited to see this come forward. So we are very excited that that's coming forward as well. One of the things we met today with our Housing Coalition team, the Housing Coalition group is a group that is focused on providing opportunities for individuals that work in St. Johns County to be able to afford to live in St. Johns County. We know we live in an expensive county, so their work is basically looking at how we can partner both with the city, with the county, with other developers to provide opportunities for attainable workforce housing for individuals to be able to live where they work. So Aliyah has been working on a report to update a report that we did 18 months ago, and we're going to be getting that out and distributed very quickly and start meeting with groups that are interested in that. So if you have an interest in that, again, info@chamber.com, you can contact us and we'll help you. And then, man, the Players Championship. Yes. Oh, Rory, what a great comeback. It was great to see him win. What's interesting about the Players Championship is it provides such a huge economic boost for St. Johns County. You know, they estimate the impact to be at $234 million economic impact for St. Johns County. And the great thing about it is the players, they really give back and invest back in the county as well. Over the last 50 years, they've contributed over $120 million to Northeast Florida community organizations, Boys and Girls Club being one of those. So we were excited for that. Like I say, it's been a week of good opportunities and great news.
That's right. No, that was out there on Friday, and man, was it crowded, but it was beautiful weather, and everybody seemed like they came out. And Rory's done so much for the PGA Tour. For him to be able to win right here in Ponte Vedra, that was perfect.
It absolutely was. And like you said, you know, the Chamber of Commerce weather that was brought almost the entire week. That last Sunday tipped us out. I was glad, though, that they were able to finish the round before dark. And, man, what an exciting round to end with the Monday 3-hole playoff. Right. And, yeah, so it was a great week for sure. We appreciate the tour and all they do for the community. And again, that's just a great event that people look forward to every single year.
No, it's getting better every year. We'll take one last break. Be back momentarily.